It really pains me to make this video, but someone has to. If you're clicking on this video, you already know what it's about. Um, if you don't, I'll explain it. Popular BugYouTuber Entity Maze, he's a pedophile. Really blunt, harsh way to put it, but he actually, um, sexually, I guess you could say, I wouldn't even say harassment, but he basically went into the DMs of minors and made them extremely uncomfortable. And a specific victim came forward named Noah, and he was 17 at the time, whereas Ben was 21. And what happened here is that was just really unbelievable. Um, I'll actually explain before I show these screenshots, which I'll read aloud. So just bear with me for a moment. It's kind of hard to process this. Yeah. See, Ben was an inspiration to me. He was an idol. I watched his videos. I loved them. And he seemed like such an amazing guy, and he made such amazing content. And what he's done is just unbelievable. And you can't really make an apology video to this. You can't go ahead and say, yeah, man, I'm sorry for doing this. This is. There's no point where. There's no point where this is acceptable, you know? There's no middle ground. There's no wiggle room. There's no excuses. I mean, it was actually clear that Ben did, in fact, drink alcohol. And it leads me to wonder whether or not this was part of the case. But the reality is, nothing can excuse his actions. And now I'm going to read exactly what happened, and trigger warning, I suppose. This is very, very disgusting. So here we go. I don't know really where to start. Maybe you don't know me. My name's Noah, and I'm 17. I'm a minor. That's an important detail. Here's everything that happened to me between me and Ben. I should give a slight not safe for work warning. Maybe that's a hint as to what happened. I have been a fan of his YouTube channel for a while. I followed him on Twitter and would interact with him occasionally. My opinion of him changed slightly because of what a friend of mine told me about him. I won't name the friend for confidentiality. She told me that he had been making her uncomfortable. This was a while ago, so I don't remember exactly what she had said, but it wasn't appropriate. She was 17 at the time. A while had passed, and Ben followed me back on Twitter. I didn't think too much of it. After some time, he sent me a message on Twitter saying that he thought I was cool and wanted to talk more. Again, I didn't think too much of it. A few days later, he followed me back on Instagram too, and I spoke with him for quite a while that day. He requested to follow my private Instagram account, and I accepted it. I was speaking to him pretty regularly. He would start to say some weird things, though. He would call me cute a lot, which made me quite uncomfortable, but I didn't say anything. He just kept on becoming increasingly weird to me, at one point calling me darling. I'm 17, he's 21. He continued doing this for a while. At one point, I sent him a selfie of myself. I'm very bad at conversation, and sometimes I do that when I don't know what to say. He seemed to be more than just happy about it. And that's like a really big sign here that things were starting to get very, very bad for Noah here. So Here's where it falls apart. One day we were talking, it was about 6 a.m. I asked him why he was awake, and he said something along the lines of, "It's too hot, and besides, I'm busy thinking about you anyway." He told me he was looking through my private Instagram account. This made me very weirded out. He then told me something that made me draw the line. He told me he was hard. I didn't know what to say, but he kind of went along with it. Then he told me that he was doing it. I remember him saying he was looking through my private Instagram account, and I took two together. He was masturbating over an image of me, a minor. This wasn't even the worst bit. I don't remember the exact conversation, but pretty much he sent me pretty pictures, a lot of them. He sent nude to a minor. I didn't tell him to. He asked me to send back. I should have blocked him then, but I didn't. I felt pressured in a way. I did what he wanted. There's nothing I regret more in my entire life. He kept sending me things, photos, and videos, and I would open them one by one and click off quickly. And basically, you can kind of read the rest of this for yourself pretty quickly. You pause the video here because it's actually pretty hard to keep up. But this is actually Raf's response to this, and I'll actually leave it on the screen for a little while so you guys can have a chance to pause it, and I'll give my final thoughts on this. Overall, this is a very difficult time to talk about things. The world is falling apart anyway, and technically things are getting back to normal, but this is just really heartbreaking and shocking. I mean, YouTubers just get called out for these things all the time, but like, you never expect it from this community, and you never expect it from Ben. So, stay on the lookout, guys. I hope you guys stay safe. If you see any activity like this ever, immediately block the person who's doing these things to you. So, I wish you guys well, and I guess I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, I guess. I don't know.